Welcome to the Quick Stop F1 podcast. My name is Nyasha, and you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate that. Joining me, as ever, she's booked, she's busy, but her hair is never frizzy. Welcome to the show, none other than Tandy. That's good, right? The Tandy Sabanda. I haven't put the sounds on. Let's see if they work. Yeah!
Yay!
Yay!
The audience are always present. Thank you for giving time to talk about my hair, because boy, oh boy, did we take the time to do it.
Look, I can tell. How's things? How's it going?
Well, it's good, you know. How's things with you? Apart from dropping your AirPods
Great,
and a cup of tea.
Why would you remind me of that? So for those who've just, everyone's just tuned in, first and foremost, thank you for watching. We're like 60 subscribers away from 5,000. So if you are watching on YouTube, make sure to give this video a like and a subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify, give us a 5-star review. And if you're listening via Apple, make sure to give us a rating. And obviously there's a Patreon there for ad-free viewing. Yes. As we came to do the podcast today, I had a nice Yorkshire tea brewed to within an inch of its life. 1 sugar, stirred, ready to go. I open the AirPod case. I'll go to get the AirPod out of the case. Where does it go? Into the tea. I have to run. I try to put my hand in the tea. It's fucking boiling. Why? Because it's a cup of fucking tea, obviously. I have to run to the bathroom, empty out this fucking cup of tea into the bath, purely because I was scared that maybe it'll fall down the plug hole. I don't know how big the holes in the plug hole are. So
into the bath, right?
Into the bath. So right now, my bath is just like getting tea stained, looking like a geography teacher's teeth, and then I had to dig out my fucking AirPod.
I didn't think we were going to go this far into the story. That's TMI.
I'm pissed off.
That's fine.
I needed that tea. Like, honestly, don't get between a British person and his tea. So, and also, I'm an old man now. I need my tea. So, you know.
But speaking of tea,
I need that. God, those people who are like, they spend too long on their personal life. I'm sorry.
That's what I was thinking as well. I was thinking those people, guys, we have personal lives as well. You know, we're just dying to find out more about. Anyway,
the tea issue. Yeah, no. But look, speaking of tea, big tea. Oh gosh. Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
Right.
Woo. Whoa. Wow. Aston Martin, look, the worst kept secret in F1 is now out. Adrian Newey has been confirmed to be moving to Aston Martin. He has joined under the team title of managing technical partner, and he's also become an Aston Martin shareholder. 5-year contracts worth up to a possible £30 million a year, including bonuses and add-ons, which means that barring Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris, is believed to be more than all the drivers are earning. This is a blockbuster contract for a blockbuster individual within the sport, and a blockbuster transfer for what some would consider a midfield. They are a midfield team. They're not, they don't have the sporting success of Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, Red Bull, but they've managed to snag the man with the most world championships in the sport. Tandy, thoughts on Adrian Newey finally confirming his move to Aston Martin?
Yeah, very right, Nyasha. Definitely the worst kept secret in Formula One, by the way. Why are we so bad at keeping secrets? There is no secrets in Formula One, just rumors and Chinese whispers. And that's why I always say, when you hear a rumor in Formula One, don't always like push it away, because rumors start from something, and somebody knew that there was some offerings being made. And you know what? I don't blame Newey. He must have been given such a good amount of like offers from both teams. Maybe if he was speaking to Ferrari at any point, they were giving him certain things. And, you know, Papa Stroll just came in and he gave you the final say. And clearly it becomes shares. And what was quite interesting for me is I've never, ever seen anyone other than the drivers being put on the posters, by the way. Newey was front and center, like he's the one who's got to be driving the machinery. You've got Alonso cheesing and Lance Stroll Jr. just happy to be there, really. So, you know.
Yeah.
But you know what? It also gives that whole thing of, you know, how far parents will go for the sake of their sons. And Papa Stroll was not going to give up. He needed Lance Stroll to at least experience the Newey trade at some point. And you know what? Alonso's just happy to be there, isn't he?
Alonso, well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because Adrian Newey has said that the two drivers that he really wants to design a car for is Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso.
Do you think this was not a weird quote? Like, because I've never heard him say that. Like, I know I don't know Newey personally, but why? Like, I can believe Lewis Hamilton, but it seems now that you've been given the contract, it's like, oh, I've always wanted to build a car for Alonso, and it's like me, like,
do you not rate Alonso?
Pardon?
You don't rate Alonso like that. I mean, two-time world champion, the Spanish matador. He can get a car, and he can do the things that Fernando Alonso could do with a car.
Ladies and gentlemen, if the FBI are watching or anybody's watching, they need to look at Nyasha's laptop. Look through this man's laptop. I think Fernando Alonso, and we'll see who's got the weird obsession with Fernando Alonso. Moving on, right? Mm-hmm.
The only picture of Fernando Alonso I've got is that edited one where you've seen that one where he's it's like Fernando Alonso's got a phone and he's looking up with his phone up at like what looks like a girl on a podium.
No.
But it's edited. I've only used that because it makes him out to be a wrong'un, and we're using that for comedic purposes. I'm not a Fernando Alonso fan. I do think Fernando Alonso. Okay, let's say for the purpose of this argument, right? He's got a 2-year contract. We assume he's going to be there until 2026, right? Okay, and he.
Oh no!
Newey starts next year.
They can hear us. The Illuminati is the FBI? Police? Anyway.
Newey joined March 25. I think a couple of months into 2025. But he obviously will have remit over 2026. There is a chance. A small one, but there is a chance that Aston Martin could have a leading car come the 2026 regulations. And let's not forget that they are in an exclusive engine partnership with Honda, the team who have won the last 1, 2, 3, soon to be 4 potentially drivers' championships at least. If you wanted to have a leading car, which might win a championship, would you not want Fernando Alonso in that car, Tandy?
Yes, of course. Actually, these are questions I should be asking you, because I've never denied the abilities of Fernando Alonso. But I guess, do you know what? If you actually look at the dynamics of it all, right? What is the perfect driver partnership team, right? You have excellent strategy. You have a clear first winner and a second winner. A second driver, right? Yeah. Perhaps they've actually got the perfect formula now. So you've got Lance Stroll. You've got Fernando Alonso, who's always going to be the main driver. You've got Lance Stroll as a second driver. And then you've got Newey now.
Look, look, let me tell you now, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And for me,
formula.
Yeah, no, this is the beginning of the look. I think we always kind of look at Lawrence Stroll as this, and you know, I know you mentioned it earlier, but you know, everyone kind of looks at Lawrence Stroll as this, this almost this like maniacal father who, you know, who's the, you know, in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory,
yeah.
The girl who just keeps chewing gum, and because her parents keep spoiling her.
Chewing all along. Veruca. Is it Veruca?
Thank you.
I think so.
Is it Veruca? Who's just? Let me just double check. Chris, can you just check the spoiled character in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Anyway,
Veruca.
And the dad's like bought like hundreds of millions of fucking Willy Wonka chocolate bars just to get the golden ticket, and that's how people see Lawrence Stroll. It's just this guy who will stop at nothing to get his son Lance to effectively, I guess, to live vicariously through his son Lance and become Formula One world champion. But people forget, you know, this is a man who in business has succeeded for the past 30 years or so. You know, this guy has, whatever he has touched has turned to gold. And he's turned his, you know, his eye now to Aston Martin. Already we've seen the Aston Martin share price jump. You know, we've seen what he's putting into the team at the factory. They're doing a lot at the factory. You know, he said they'd been in the factory for like 3 or 4 days. That area where they'd presented Adrian, they've got new stuff. They've taken stuff from Red Bull. They've taken stuff from Mercedes. So like you say, this perfect formula that is, you know, that is breeding. They've taken, people keep forgetting, they've taken Honda from Red Bull, which is crazy, right? But obviously Red Bull are always going to build their own engines. But, you know, McLaren couldn't get back to Honda because of how they treated them. It was thought that Honda would just leave the sport altogether. Lawrence Stroll got them into the sport. It was thought that maybe Adrian Newey might retire, might go off to Ferrari, might go to Williams. They've brought him into Aston Martin. I actually think it would be almost, I don't want to say a disappointment, but I would be surprised if Aston Martin were not front runners for the 2026 title. There or thereabouts, in the same way they were. Remember a couple of seasons ago, or last season, when Fernando was getting a couple of podiums.
Yeah, when Fernando had that little bit of taste, you know, Lance Stroll was doing his homework. He was behaving himself. He wasn't like shagging every single race. Very much so. I do believe that, but it could go one way or the other. I think their weakest link, unfortunately, actually is Lance. Their weakest link is Lance, and just like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory character who was saying, I think Chris said it was Violet Bogard. I think Violet's the one who was chewing. And then there was the girl who wanted a nut. Remember, she wanted the squirrel. And I think if you ask for too much now, you're going to turn into a nut. And I think eventually something's going to give. But my biggest guess is their biggest weakness is Lance Stroll. Obviously. Because Lance Stroll is playing pretend. Obviously. Everybody there is a professional minus Lance. Yeah.
Well,
everybody has ears, Asha. Everybody has ears. Come on.
I don't want to question. I don't want to question Lance's. You know what? I don't want to question Lance's like professionalism.
You don't want to question Lance when Lance has given you so much evidence to prove that he's not worthy. Last week we were having the conversation of top drivers. Is Lance your top driver? No. Is Lance anybody's top driver? No. Should we have got rid of Lance after the American? 100%. So now he's in this top, but he's unqualified.
This is a guy who, look, I don't doubt it. I don't think it's as bad as, how do I say this? It's no mean feat that Lance Stroll has not beaten Fernando Alonso. Did he beat Sebastian Vettel? but he was on par with Vettel, you know, obviously Vettel at the end of his career.
I mean, yeah. Vettel was spinning out. They were doing matching spins. They were doing synchronized swimming. And yeah, I get it.
Yeah. But all I'm saying is, as a number 2 driver in a world-class car, he fits the bill perfectly. If Red Bull aren't going to get rid of Sergio Perez, then why would... And you've got a number 1 driver in Fernando Alonso, who's clearly the number 1 driver, and you've got Lance Stroll, then why would you get rid of your son? Why? Just to put another driver to fight with Fernando Alonso and take points off him? I don't know. I don't see that. What I do see, potentially, do you think Papa Stroll is done yet? Do you reckon he's done yet?
Where are you going with this?
Do you reckon he's looking at, you know, see that Max Verstappen situation over there at Red Bull?
Yeah.
It's not too rosy over there. It's not too nice over there. What are you saying, Dre? Like, couple shares? Couple bonuses? I'm just saying, Fernando's not going to be here forever. Do you know what I mean? Red Bull.
Tax.
Who's to say?
Tax. Dirty cash, I want you. Dirty cash, I need you.
Dirty cash, I need you.
Mate, this is so far-fetched now of my conversation because I'm poor. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is so far... Like, this is money talk stuff. Like, we don't get it and we don't understand this Newey thing because we're broke, okay, guys? Sorry to say it. This is not our caliber.
I mean, I'd be surprised if it was anyone's caliber. 20 million plus 10.
Lewis
20 million salary, 10 minutes bonus.
He's making more than Lewis. Lewis can't even join this conversation.
No, he's not. Relax.
Sit this one out, mate. VIP only.
No. Lewis is making more than Adrian.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
All right. Yeah. Forgive me.
By extension,
Team LH.
If Lewis is making that money, by extension, as Team LH, we all are. That's that real cult behavior.
So that's that real cult. That's so true.
Yeah. Oh, if my leader makes that, if my leader's got 20 million pounds, then no, then they wash over me.
And just wait till the end of the episode when we tell you about the new Quick Stop F1 pyramid scheme. Continue.
It's not a pyramid scheme, but
we all put money in a round every month. Come back. I'm joking. But yes. I can't remember what the question was. Oh yeah, Max Verstappen to Aston Martin. It's not. I mean, look, it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Max Verstappen will leave Red Bull. I think it's almost at this point a matter of when and not if, unless something drastic happens with Christian Horner leaving the team and something along those lines. I think it's pretty clear that Max Verstappen, if the car is not quick, if they don't sort it out, if it continues on the trajectory it's going, will likely leave. Because he doesn't like Christian Horner. And I don't think, him or his dad are enjoying the environment there. There's people at Aston Martin who Adrian Newey, has worked with before at Red Bull. He cited that as one of the reasons for going there. Max Verstappen, why wouldn't he want to go to the designer who designed all of his championship winning cars? So you're saying Daddy Stroll has built the ultimate formula, and you think eventually, as all billionaires do, he will have to make the ultimate sacrifice and kick his son out for the good of the family legacy?
No, I think he'll kick. I think he'll kick Alonso out.
Yeah, because Alonso.
Let me tell you now.
No, I hear it.
Let me tell you now.
In the vision, Papa Stroll.
Lawrence Stroll is never kicking. Anytime you see a driver linked to that seat, just assume it's not Lance.
It's never.
It's not Lance. It's never Lance.
It's a family honor.
And I love that for Lance.
I bet he says that to him. It's a family honor to be in that seat, Lance. It's your duty as a part of our family. Lance's son's already been scheduled for that seat. It's now a family business.
Yeah, no, it is. You'll see Lance on the pit wall in like 10 years' time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
With Lance the third in that seat.
In the seat. Like, it'll just carry on. It'll carry on and carry on and carry on. Yeah, I think Alonso's, I do. I think Alonso's the one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're looking at Alonso. I was looking at man's body language. He was happy.
Yeah.
He wasn't thrilled.
Thing.
Like, do you know what I mean?
I feel like people who are enemies know their enemies like body language more, so I trust you. You know what I mean?
He knows the... Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. You know what? I'm like the dog. I don't speak, but I understand.
You understand.
Do you know what I'm saying? I understand. I can see the long-term play here. He's got 2 years to do something in that car. Maybe less. And look, Lawrence Stroll said Adrian Newey came up. He'd kind of been talking to him for 2 years, just in his ear, like, "Oh, do you fancy? Hey, how'd you fancy coming over?" It was never the right time.
It the right time, in it. Like you first like their story. You like the story,
right?
And you start retweeting,
doing
little cosign here and there.
Then you just. Yeah. Oh, just then you start
conversation about a debate.
The odd messages. Yeah. Oh, shit! You at that restaurant? I've been there. It's a nice restaurant.
Did you have steak? Yeah. Merry Christmas,
too.
friend. Hope you have a good one.
Yeah.
Hey, been meaning to ask you. Okay. Hi. Hi, block. Now I hear it.
Yeah. Right. Right. Like, and I think he said around the weekend of Japan when Adrian Newey announced, right, I'm leaving. That's when it started, and it took months of talking and talking and talking. Right. So I think that, oh my God, sorry. I just trying to look at this thing. I think that, I just think that Alonso's got a couple of years.
Yeah.
Lawrence probably knowing about what's happening with Max now. We all know, look, Toto's the one in the comments with the fire emojis and the love eyes.
Has he no shame?
And he's like, you know what I mean?
No embarrassment. That man should be so embarrassed.
No shame. No shame whatsoever.
Take his phone.
Like, but that's how he's going for it. And I think Lawrence is going to be more subtle, talking to Jos in the background. Look what we're building. Look where your son could be. We've got shares for you here. We've got ambassadorial things for you here. If you want to, if you want, we'll enter a team into the World Endurance Championship. And then if you're bored of F1, we'll go into them. We'll do you know what I mean? I just think, I'm not saying you heard it here first, but if I had to make a bold prediction, Max Verstappen in an Aston Martin 2026, in 2026, I reckon it could happen. Especially if the Red Bull is as bad as it is this year, next year. Interesting times. Well, look, congratulations, Adrian Newey. Let's give you a round of applause because you got to the bag. Fuck me. That is insane. 20 mil plus 10 million in bonuses.
Context, mad. What do you think those bonuses include? Company car, company chauffeur.
I mean,
company home,
rest.
Gym membership. Soho House has to be Soho House.
Soho House, yeah, okay, yeah.
Secret
private health,
access to those,
and including
dental, yeah.
I think, including dental, yeah.
Access to those FIA meetings, the secret ones where they wear hoodies and nobody's named by name. and they do the secret handshake.
Definitely hoodies. Let's not say hoods, because that could be inferred.
No,
as
they wear like Christmas
sinister
jumpers.
Yeah. Something less sinister than hoods. But yeah, cloaks.
I just started talking, I was like, Christmas jumpers.
Christmas jumpers.
No, but it's okay though, because the black engineer from Red Bull's always invited. So
yeah, Callum.
We're not nice people. We should be supporting the other black. We should. Shout out Callum, man. I hope you're doing well, my guy.
I don't.
Probably a nice little uniform.
Shout out Callum.
Nice little uniform. Probably starting for his missus as well. Where
you know what? He does like a crisp uniform.
Will he
He's always in like a nice little uniform.
Will he be in the UK?
Who?
Newey?
Yeah, Milton Keynes, mate.
Oh. Isn't MK nice? Maybe I don't know nice places in MK. Oh.
No. Only thing I know about MK is that it's where black people go to get meat from the butchers.
Yeah, man. That's what
nice little butchers.
Yeah, that's where. Shout out Zimbabweans, because that's where we go for meat.
Shout out Zimbabweans. Why is there only one place to get that kind of meat?
Because there's one in MK, there's one in Rugby, and like you only go to them because it's a farm. Anyway. Shout out Zimbabweans. Okay. Anyway.
Okay, well, anyway, so and the rest on Adrian's. As you could tell, that's how poor we are. I think the most expensive item on there was potentially the house. I'm sure the shares and
I can't believe Ferrari fumbled, man.
In the World Championship.
Can't believe they fumbled.
Well,
he said shares. They said. You got too much dip on your chip, brother.
You know when those girls are in like the section and they try to take like people's drinks without asking.
Yeah.
It's like, no,
can't relate.
No, darling. No, darling. Not you.
Yeah,
no, you got to get out. No, you're too excited. Act like you've been here before.
There's a certain class, and there's a certain, not even class, but a certain. Sorry to repeat this well, but demeanor. I can't even pronounce it. Blah.
As in demure it, as in like demure.
Nah. Yeah, maybe.
Demurity.
There's a certain swagger you have to have to be part of. To be part of.
How are we going from demure to swagger?
Because I couldn't pronounce the word, man. Anyway, there's a certain swagger you have to have. Demeanor. That's it. There's a certain demeanor that you have to have to even be allowed shares, to even be allowed into the lounge of Ferrari. Maybe since Newey has associations to a very messy team, has worked with very messy people, he isn't as worthy. To us, he might be gold dust. To others, to the rich people, it's like, it might not be worth it. So, I trust Ferrari's judgment. Was it a fumble? We'll see in a couple of years, a few months even.
I think this is a really good point. I think, if you look at where Adrian's gone, his last couple of moves, they have been the challenges and the teams that offered him a lot to basically build them from the ground up. So obviously he joined Red Bull at the start of the Red Bull, and he was basically given free reign and like this larger role than he'd had at the other teams to do what he has to do. And he stayed there, and now he's at Aston Martin, where again, I think he enjoys being a big fish in a small pond. Yeah. With the power to do what he wants and act how he wants. I think he went to Ferrari, and I think Ferrari went to him, and I think they both realized on paper, this sounds great. In reality, you want too much power that we're not going to give you. I think we want something from you that you're not going to give us. And, for Ferrari to blow the bag like that on an outsider, if who's not a driver, especially like in the technical department, it would be a big thing. And I just think Ferrari and Adrian both looked at that deal and said, you know what? This isn't going to work out. When two fit people meet up and you think, oh, those two are going to get along, and then they realize that we've actually got nothing in common other than the fact that we're
both fit. Yeah.
Yeah. But we're both fit. And, that's not enough.
It's never enough.
Sometimes you need more.
You need more. You need
It's never enough.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, we shall see. But my prediction for all of this, honestly, is that their weakest link is Lance Stroll. Unfortunately. He is. That boy. Sorry.
No, I mean, and look.
Because
he is the weak link.
He is the weak link. Because if he wasn't, has Lawrence had an achievement thus far in his career?
He has. He's had a pole position. He's had, I want to say, 2 or 3 podiums, which is more than some man. Yeah. And again, that's a pole position in a racing point. That's podiums in a podium in a Williams and a racing point.
Man, how much are they paying you?
Yeah.
God, they got you. Look, they got you as well. Damn.
Look.
No, I hear it.
I'm all for Lance Lander. I am. He is the weak link. We clown him all the time. This guy wants to be on a sofa playing with his girlfriend's feet. We all know it. We've seen the Instagram pictures, okay? That's where he wants to be. That guy is putting his whole 5 fingers in between each toe on his girlfriend's feet. That's what he wants to. I saw the pictures.
What?
I saw the pictures. That's what I'm saying. That's what he's putting out there. Instead of it, look, so he's not a serious guy, is what I was getting at. That's not World Championship Instagram posting.
Yeah.
Let alone World Championship driving.
There you go.
I think that sometimes he's inconsistent. I think when he is consistent, he lacks raw pace. I do think he's good at tire preservation. He does, when it's, and look, I think if you look at Turkey 2020, when, then the conditions were, he had pole position and he pretty much led the race until he had an issue which burned through his tires. He looked like he was going to win that race at a canter. So, I don't think Lance Stroll, I laugh at Lance Stroll because it looks like he doesn't want to be there sometimes. And if you don't want to be there, then I don't have to advocate for you staying in the slide.
I'm free Lance Stroll. Free Lance Stroll. It's like, I did actually tap into the press conference, by the way. Did you?
I watched about 50 minutes of it, and then they started asking questions from like the audience, and then I just like, these are all just the same questions. You know what? You're a journalist. Why are these men always like, a question from the person in the back? Oh, okay. Well, I've got a 3-part question. First of all,
when you're in a when you're in a press conference, you're never told if you're actually going to be selected for the question, and more time they vet all your questions and tell you, no, can't ask that. Maybe that, but change it to this. And so when you're actually asked, you're like, shit, I'm trying to get this question in, but at the same time lead into the question that I wasn't allowed to. So that is why. Please be easy on journalism.
That is why.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, so I watched about 50 minutes of it. What else? I think Lawrence looked like a very proud, happy father.
He was
rich. Did you see his little pocket square? Yeah. Do you see how that thing was twisted up, Mum? I
said, Lord, I've seen what you have done to others. I said,
hey,
this.
I've never seen a pocket square twist up like. His pocket square looks like the Matrix. No, when Neo is flying backwards.
Lol.
That's what his pocket square looked like. I never.
Very right.
You know me, I'm folding mine into bang. His one looked like it was like. It looked like the top of a cornetto. Waves. I've never seen seen.
Shout out Stroll, man. For Papa Stroll. Shout out everyone.
Oh man, that suit was fucking fire, bro. Oh my god, he had that shit on. What are your thoughts on the press conference?
Adrian Newey's face, man, he looked like he'd given a whole bunch of, I think I tweeted that he looked like he'd given a whole bunch of information out. There was conversations that had been had. It almost mimicked when, you know, like someone snitches on someone to the police and they give them a Big Mac. And everyone's wondering, like, why is he eating lobster and we're all eating oatmeal?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. He looks very happy with himself.
He looked very happy with himself. He was front and center of that poster was killing me. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Front and center he was, grinning. And they made sure he said, he's got shares. And I think that's Papa Stroll. He said, yeah, you guys won't come over here, but once you find out that we're giving shares. That's generation.
As soon as I heard shares, I actually got up out of my seat. I said, "Hi,
yeah, money make a bitch sing." Ooh, child.
Wait, look what a money make a bitch do.
Dirty man.
Damn.
Money talks. Dirty cash want
dirty
you.
Cash I want you. Dirty cash I need you. I thought Fernando looked like he wanted to be anywhere else in the world. I thought Lance actually looked relatively happy.
I'm going to watch back at Fernando's body language now, because now that you've picked up on it, I wasn't really watching Fernando that much. I was looking at the pocket square, but now I will actually watch Fernando, because I am interested in what he gains from this, because Fernando is a serpent, my friends, in the best way possible. He is the serpent of serpent. He is what's this one? Slytherin. He is anything that is a villain. Fernando is there. He's Mojo Jojo. He's Bane. He's he's all those people, and all those people all have something in common. They will not do nothing unless it benefits them. I would know I'm a villain. So I want to know what Fernando gains from this. And I think it might be the first year, but I don't think he realizes the next 2 years after 2025 are going to be so different, because he might not even be in that seat now. They're going to kick him out of his own house.
I'm just saying, kick him out of his own house. He had his hand in his pockets at some point. I did notice that. And I was like, when he stood up, I don't know. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. Look, anyway.
Man. Anyway.
So I'm worried about that guy. Quickly.
Yeah.
It is the Azerbaijan Grand Prix this weekend. Baku, streets of Baku. It will either be a crazy race or a snooze fest. Rarely anything in between. Do you like Baku as a race?
I actually do, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah. No particular reason. I've always just enjoyed Baku.
Okay, cool. So, thoughts, do you think Lando Norris is gonna?
All eyes are going to be on that team now.
Who won the last race?
What?
Who won the last race? Charles Leclerc won the last race, didn't he?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
But what's interesting now is that all eyes are going to be on the team. And do I think Lance Stroll will show out and show off? You tell me.
No.
In simple words.
No.
You know, I love Lance. Either way, I love him. Free Lance Stroll.
Let him go paint or something. Do you know what I mean? Let him go be a plumber.
DJ. People are learning. Everybody's a DJ now. I think Lance Stroll would do well as a DJ.
Didn't Lando Norris try DJing
Probably.
for a little bit? He's such a archetypal fuckboy.
He is. He is.
Like,
it's me if a Gen Z fuckboy. He is.
Yeah. Gen Z fuckboy. I'm just gonna learn how to DJ.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to
just for the lads of the afters.
I peaked on Twitch.
Yeah. Bless him. Bless him. He used to be on Twitch a lot, didn't he? Peaked on Twitch. Gen Z fuckboy. All right. Well, look, I don't really have any grand predictions. I don't really like making predictions until I've seen cars on track, because otherwise you're pissing in the wind, really.
Yeah, and then you get crazy people on Twitter messaging you like, "Do you really think it?" Yeah. Speaking of, actually,
you know what? No, I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna bring up what Adrian said about 2021, but
no, for the sake of our mental health, please. Please.
No.
Absolutely.
You know
not.
what? If it makes me the enemy, then it makes me the enemy. Guys, I don't care.
We're not.
It was 3 years ago. I know.
Yeah.
I know. It was bad. I know. It was awful. I know. I can't. I'm not going to be one of those content creators that every time 2021 gets brought up, we wheel out the same shit we were saying for 3 years just so we can clip it up and then share it.
Yeah.
I have to move on, because if I don't move on, then I won't move on in the type of content. You know, there's still men out there that are making 2021 videos.
There's still men out there who've got a whole wall with pins. And every time something new comes out, they tweet. Maybe they'll bring back the case about 2021.
Guys,
they're losing their heads.
You got to let it go. Lewis has let it go.
Sit with me when I say this.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Lewis has let it go, guys. He let it go. Obviously, it sat with him. He had to deal with it, but he let it go. If Lewis can let it go, I'm not talking about it, bro. I can't. Every time it comes up on a timeline, I'm like, I can't. I cannot do it. What I will say, though, is it immediately gave me the ick. You know, when you're like, oh, my God. When Adrian was talking about, whatever, it gave me the ick a little bit. I was like, oh, I'm glad you didn't come to Ferrari. I'm glad you're not actually around, Lewis. We don't need you.
Yeah, we actually don't need you bringing up old shit. This is a whole new start. This is a whole new... Yeah, you're right.
We're going away. We're going to a new team. We're going on a gap year in Italy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't need that energy around it. So I'm happy. I'm actually happy he revealed himself. You know? Everything comes to light in the end. And yeah.
And on that note...
Fine. And on that note... We will see you after the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Tasha will be here with a guest on Saturday after qualifying. And we'll go from there. Tandy and I are off to an F1 event tomorrow.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. So we'll try to get some pictures from that.
Yeah.
And yes. Other than that, I think that's it.
Do you have any comments on Zach saying the boys are free to race for the rest of the year? No. Thank you for watching Formula One. Quick stop. Don't have comments on that.
McLaren want to mud themselves. McLaren can mud themselves, bro. I'm not going to lie to you.
You guys are messy. You're messy.
The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, if you know that one couple who are messy, don't get involved in their shit because they're all messy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. If that's how you want to run your house, that's your house.
Me.
What do you mean? That's not my house. Fair play. I wouldn't do that, but it's not my house. So,
there you go.
You know.
That's how you want to manage.
There you go.
Cool.
Yeah. fine by me. But we will, you know what, and also we'll leave that there for Tasha and her guest to figure out. And also we'll bring those comments up on Sunday or afterwards, and we'll see how that has gone. But until then, remember, everyone, thank you for watching. If you're on YouTube, you leave us a subscription and a like. Listening on Apple, leave us a rating. On Spotify, make sure to give us that 5-star rating. And obviously there's the Patreon there for the ad-free streams. Thank you guys for tuning in to this delayed/early podcast, however you want to look at it. Much appreciated. We love you all. Remember, no matter what life throws at you, keep it on the black stuff. Congratulations, Adrian Newey. Tandy.
Yeah.
Money talks. Money talks.
Dirty cash, I want you.
Dirty cash, I want you. Dirty cash, I need you. Look, mate, if you've got this far, clearly you like what we do. So here's a link to subscribe to the Quick Stop F1 family. Give that a click. And here's another link to some more cool on our channel. Sorry, cool stuff. And remember, no matter what happens, keep it on the black stuff. Click the stuff. Click the links. Click the links. Click the links. There. They're there.